All right, guys, welcome in. Welcome back to the channel. We've got an exciting video for you today. If you don't know, it's a big day because later tonight starts the NBA Finals, Oklahoma City versus Indiana Pacers. It's a great day, a basketball day. Should be a fun series. Personally, I think OKC's going to win. I think the Pacers will get probably 2 games. They'll steal 2 games, but I've got OKC 4-2 in the series. But for this video, I wanted to take a look at Fox Sports and compare them because they took one of my takes. So let me play what I said about Tyrese Haliburton about 3 weeks ago in early May. And we'll compare it to what they're saying now. Kind of have to build the team around him, and that makes it almost more of a system player. Now, this is not a bad thing, because I think you could say the same thing about Steve Nash, who's an all-time great point guard, but he won 2 MVPs, and Shaq would say, you're overrated, because those should be my MVPs. Talking about Haliburton and how when I look at him, I think of Steve Nash and the way Nash used to play and how he could score from all different levels, but mainly he was trying to get other people involved, move the ball, movement, not great on defense, but really, really a plus on offense. So let's see what the guys at Fox Sports said about this as well.
Something special.
Before I give my takeaway, can I give you a comp? That is going to, I think, initially feel like, well, they're so different, but I'm not sure how different they are. Steve Nash.
I got Steve Nash written down.
So, Steve Nash Steve Nash should have shot more, now that we look back on it, because he was a 50, 40, 90 guy.
Right.
That, pass first point guard, and Nash's was that, but Nash also could score 30 with more regularity than these guys.
Well, not Haliburton can score. Like, he's averaged 20.
As you can see, they stole my take. Nick Wright, a fellow Missourian, Chris Broussard, comparing Haliburton to Steve Nash. They took my take. Obviously, I'm being a little hyperbolic and joking a little bit because I only have like 50 people watch that video, so I'm sure Nick Wright and Broussard did not see that video. But I think it is interesting to note because it kind of segues into other parts of society, mainly being information is so scattered now and decentralized. I think in the past we always had to go to ESPN or Fox Sports for sports analysis and takes. But now with the power of the internet, the comment section, people subscribing and talking about sports actually leads to faster discoveries, maybe more in-depth analysis. These guys are obviously very talented, but I don't know, the speed in which the internet works, the speed in which you can have a take is pretty remarkable. So I thought this was funny. Fox Sports, if you want to hire me as a contributor, I'm open for business. I will take 1/100th of whatever Nick Wright makes. Probably same with Broussard, 1/100th of what they make. As a contributor, I'll send 2 stories a week, focus on basketball. What do you think? Come on, Fox Sports. You can't just steal my takes and not give me a little shout out. I am joking a little bit, just messing around because I'm sure I'm not the first one to say that Tyrese Haliburton reminds me of Steve Nash, even though one is white, one is black, one is taller and longer, and they do play differently, but there is some similarities there that you just notice when you watch. So I know I'm not the first one. I'm sure there's somebody on the internet from 3 years ago that was saying this comparison. But I do think it's important because the power of the internet is so great, and that's kind of what this show is about, is connecting with other like-minded people and talking sports and culture and things that we find interesting, because it's more powerful. It can generate better takes, more interesting takes than even people at Fox Sports who are making millions of dollars to talk about sports. So I don't know. I just think the decentralization of the internet is so interesting, and just me in my basement, I get to kind of have my take on things. So it is exciting. I'd love to hear your take as well. Player comparisons, coaching comparisons, NBA comparisons. What do you guys think? Can we beat Fox Sports? Can we come up with some segments that they will use? Maybe, maybe not. But that is the fun of this channel. I think also part of it is trying to be more accountable to my takes and not, changing my opinion based on the situation that I'm in or the group that I'm hanging out with. So, having someone to hold me accountable is part of the idea.